Hey everybody, I want to try to make this video fast, and I understand it's going to go in and out of focus because of the way my webcam does. Um, I own a Merlin, and I was kind of disappointed when I got it because I believed all the hype about you can't play the wrong note and all this stuff the salespeople use because of the diatonic scale. And then later I learned that because of the size of my hands, I couldn't play a lot of the chords, and then I couldn't play a C chord at all, for it was just impossible without modifying the instrument. And I was disappointed and put it up for a year. It just sat in a closet. And then the other day I decided to get it out and kind of play with it, but in a different way. Instead of trying to learn melody lines and lead lines and this kind of stuff, and trying to play a song the way it was meant to be played, I just decided to play a rhythm, because basically I just like to strum and sing, even though I'm not very good at neither one of them. I just like music. So I kind of relied on my ability to play the ukulele some with the strumming and the rhythm, and decided to take some very simple songs. A lot of your older songs, especially country songs, only have 3 or 4 chords in them. And some of them sound real good on the Merlin, and of course some don't. And those will be personal decisions. But I wanna show you how easy it is to, if you just use the Nashville. If you're familiar with the Nashville numbering system, music consists of chord progressions, and in a lot of songs that chord progression never changes. It's the same thing through the whole song. Now, a lot of them, that's not the case, but there are several that are, hundreds, if not thousands, that it's just the same thing all the way through the song. The only thing really changing is the words. The rhythm and everything is staying the same. The chord changes are staying the same, and the chords are actually staying the same. So, with that being said, it's a matter of, if you use your one, for example, a common chord progression would be your 1, 4, and 5 chords. And if you're playing in the key of D, since you're using the Merlin, if you're playing in the key of D, D would be your first out of your 1, 4, 5. It would be your 1. E, F, G. G would be your 4th chord. So it'd be D, G, and the next chord would be A. So D, G, A would be equivalent to the 1, 4, 5 chord in the key of D. And if you just use that there, just use those 3 chords right there and that chord progression, you could probably find thousands of songs you could play. Now, admittingly, some aren't going to sound that good, and some are. And you're limited to playing in the key of D by doing that. So if you got with your buddies and they was playing in the key of C, you're screwed, or the key of F, you're screwed. And that's one of the problems I have with the Merlin. But as far as just to sit around by myself and play, it's a fun instrument to experiment around with and play. But on that 1, 4, 5 chord progression, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Your 1 chord would simply be playing your Merlin with, you could play it with all open strings, or you could play the 2nd fret, key the 2nd fret, your bottom set of D strings, or the top D string on that same 2nd fret. All 3 of those are D's. So the choice is yours, depending on how it sounds with the song and what you like. And the next one was G, which is you just come down to your 3rd fret, the little small box, and bar all 3 strings. That's a G. So it's 1, 4, and A is you slide up to your 1st fret and fret the bottom D strings and the top D strings. I use my index finger and thumb. Your middle string's open, it's already an A. That makes an A. So it's 1, 4, 5. And that chord progression can be used in thousands of songs. You may find a song that's done in C, F, and G. That is also a 1, 4, and 5. So wherever the C was being played, you would play your D. Wherever the F was played, you would play your G. Wherever the G was played, or G7 was played, you would play your A. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I've got a song that's actually written using the 1, 4, 5 chord progression, and it calls for a C, an F, and a G7. Now on the Merlin, I don't worry about the 7s, you know, like a G7 or A7. I just play the main chord. This is an old gospel song, kind of a country gospel. Excuse me. And I'm not a good singer, so I'm going to warn you now, and I probably won't play this at speed because I just want you to see that all I'm going to be doing is playing open, 4, 5. Well, you gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it for yourself. Nobody else can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. My mother walked that lonesome valley. She had to walk it by herself. Nobody else could walk it for her. She had to walk it by herself. My father walked that lonesome valley. He had to walk it by himself. Nobody else could walk it for him. He had to walk it by himself. Okay, so you see, the only thing that really changed was the words. And I only did the first few verses, but the whole time it's, you get a rhythm going. Now you could do the same thing in the key of, let's say, key of A. So A would be your first, your 1. I got 1. D would be your 4. And E would be your 5. So if you did that way, everything would be done on this first fret. You gotta walk that lonesome vine. You gotta walk that lonesome vine. You gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody else, nobody. I gotta think about this for a minute. You gotta walk that lonesome vine. You gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody else can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. Yeah, I'd have to me it's strange staying on that 1 fret. But basically it is. It's just 1, 4, 5. Anyway, maybe that'll make someone drag it out that was like me and just threw it up in the closet because they couldn't finger the chords. And have fun just trying to convert songs to that 1, 4, 5 chord progression. It's probably just confused everybody, but oh well.